Hello and welcome to the second video of today. This one's going to be pretty cool. I've got I've got some of a collection that I bought, and I just want to tell you a bit of a story really. I want to tell you the story because I think it's a prime opportunity to promote that sometimes the good guy does come out top, and I'll explain the backstory of how I come about this collection. So before I do get into it, if you do like my content, you know how to support me now. You know how to support me by now. You know it by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I don't do retakes or anything like that. I don't edit. I just talk off the top. So sometimes I do stutter. So yeah, I ended up dealing with this gentleman when I first started, and we really got on. He was a really sweet guy. He's now retired. And he just messaged me out of the blue. I haven't spoke to this gentleman in maybe 3 or 4 years, and I sold him a lot of stuff when I maybe first started out. I wasn't really a dealer back then. I was just getting the odd coin to flip, and yeah, he really helped build me up. So it was someone from my past who always was there to offer words of encouragement. And he just messaged me out of the blue, and he was like, "Hey, I've got this gold collection, and I'm not really sure if I want to sell it." And I said, "Let me take a look at it." I knew he had some good stuff. You will see that in the next video. There's some very, very nice stuff. The collector in me was over the moon to be offered it. And I said, "Let me have a look at it. I'll make you an offer. I'll make you a fair offer. What I'll do is I'll come in with my best offer. And if you like the offer, you can take it. And if you don't like the offer, you don't have to take it. I'm not a pushy buyer or seller. Coins come in and coins go out. There's too many opportunities for me to really be that person. I just want to make enough to keep the show on the road, So this came in. So this is the same size as a sovereign. I didn't know anything about this. I really struggled to get information. I had to go on Numista and search it out. But it's essentially a sovereign. So yeah, he said, so I made him an offer, and he said, "You sure there's not any more in it?" And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, the businessman in me was like, I've got to cover my downside. I said this to him, I was like, I need to cover my downside. I was like, if the market goes against me, like the bullion stuff is easy, but if the collector's market goes against me, I'm going to get hammered. So I need to offer a price where there's enough meat on the bone, and there's enough for me to kind of put some things aside and let it do okay. And I said to him, okay, I'll offer an extra £100 on top of what you want. I won't tell you what I paid, but... And he's like, "Let me have a think on it. It's a very fair offer." And I slept on it myself. And I was thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? I would actually pay more. Because I am a collector. And some of this stuff is going in my collection. I don't have a problem with that. And you're going to find out why I paid more than I wanted to. On the next video. It wasn't that I was trying to get it, I was desperate to get the deal over the line. It was more when I looked at everything he had, I didn't mind paying more. So I come back to him the next day, and I don't usually do this. Usually I offer something that I think's fair, and someone either politely accepts it or they politely reject it. But I think where we had that history, I said, you know what, I'll up the offer again. I was like, there's a couple of items that I do want to keep. I do want to put them in my reserve. I want to sit on them because they're great coins. They're fundamentally wonderful coins. So how about if I meet you in the middle? I asked him what he wanted, and he gave me a number. He said, "This is what I'd sell at." And I said to him, "What if I meet you in the middle? Would you sell then?" And he said, "Yeah, I would." So he ended up sending me his collection. I haven't paid him yet. you know, I will pay him after I've recorded the videos. I need to contact him. And that's trust that's been built years ago, years and years ago. So he's potentially sent me. It's a lot of. There's a lot of value there, but he's done well. He's actually happy because he's probably doubled his money. He reckons he's doubled his money, and I just said to him, I was like, I am a business. I do need to make a cut, but I do need to protect my downside. If you're happy with that offer, I'll pay you. Like he knows I still struggle for cash flow. I'll pay you half on delivery and half a week afterwards. The reality is, I'll bust a gut to pay him quicker than that, because if someone's entrusting you with their collection, you have a duty as an individual to make sure they get paid. And I've certainly got no problem with that. Like, the last thing I want is for him to worry about me. I know he wouldn't, because we have that history. But that trust takes a long time. I should get onto the other coins, because I've actually got a fair few. I'm not even trying to drag it out. I just like coins and I like talking. So, but yeah, so he's ended up sending me these. There's some half sovereigns. 1901, 1982, 1982. These are quite common, the 82s. I got an Indian 2014 sovereign. Never had one of these. I don't really know the value, to be honest. I just factored in what I thought was a fair price overall. A 10th angel proof, 1990. This is a nice example of an angel. It was in straight. I took it out and kind of messed it up. So bad dealer. That's I wasn't sure. The reason I took it out, I wasn't sure if it was a peed fault due to the style of the cap. Sometimes when you get this cap, it's a peed fault, and I would have paid him more had that been the case. I got a 2008 bullion sovereign. They're not higher mintages. These might appreciate in time. I don't know. Whether they appreciate in my time is another matter, but they could do well. I got a 2001. So this is a proof sovereign. Someone's put something in there to kind of stop it rattling. I got a COA with it, but there's no box. So yeah, that's for this lot. The next videos are really, really juicy stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to tell the story that if you do look after people, they remember that and they come back. And if you prove to people time and time again that you're trustworthy and you've got their interests as well as your own interests at heart, they will remember that and they will think of you when the time comes to sell. Now, this gentleman said to me, I wasn't going to sell it. You know, you convinced me to sell it. And I didn't hard sell him. I didn't push him. You know, I just said, that's the offer. I tried to meet him in the middle where he wanted it. And he was happy with that. He said, if I was going to sell it, I'd sell it by myself because I know I'd get more. But there are a lot of pitfalls. And he's correct. There are a lot of pitfalls when selling gold. Some of this would be auctioned. But overall, he's come back to me because I've looked after him in the past. And that's kind of what this community is about. It's not about dealers making money off people. We provide a service and we provide liquidity. So a lot of people come to me and say, oh, can you value this and can you value that? And I try my best. Sometimes it's not always easy. Sometimes there's not enough hours in the day, but I try my best to kind of look after people because I know if they do come to sell and they don't want to sell peer-to-peer, I'll offer them better than other dealers, and then they're more than happy to take the price. Oh, they're more than happy to think about it anyway. Some people come to me and they're like, I think I can get more, and that's their prerogative. But I think it's imperative to know that if you do put the time in and you do look after the people in your your stakeholders around you, it does come back in other ways. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed the talk. The next video is going to be a real dream for some people. There's some quality stuff, and some of it's probably not going to leave my collection, and you'll find out why next video. Take care, guys. Bye.